from a fundamental standpoint, SUI is sitting there right behind Solana as far as what it is developing for people. I want to start here as we do the charts. I want to start by just looking at Solana's chart, right? I want to show you guys going way back here to the death of Solana, right? Way back when we had the FTX announcement, everyone gave up on SUI. It ended up dropping down here towards $8. And then it slowly but surely came back to life. And it started with a little explosion here in December, followed by sideways downward action, a little bit jump here, jump. We got up here. We got to where people thought we were overextended in November of 2023, and then it would just go on to continue to the upside. And of course, you know, hindsight's 2020. Solana was a great buy for anyone who bought it anywhere between $8 and $20-something. What's my point here? Look at this price action on Solana. And then let's flip over to the SUI coin, and you're going to see if we move out, it's not identical, but it's very, very similar. And we're at a place right now where there's a big reason why we should have some form of a correction. But going back to Solana during that time frame, Solana would barely pull back and then continue massive moves to the upside. In fact, we're actually kind of talking about this area right here. So if I were to look at the charts, we were screaming at this time, overextended, bearish divergence, get out of here, sell off, we're 100% overbought. And yet the price of Solana would just continue to go up. That's what people need to understand is I'm going to give you the charts here, and I'm going to tell you what the charts are saying. But there's a world in which SUI ends up just crushing to the upside. Why? Because the fundamentals are so strong, the use case is so strong, the adoption behind it is so strong, it continues to skyrocket to the upside. We gave you guys a SUI price prediction video last week. Go watch it. You're not going to want to miss out on it. It's some great information in there. But let's talk about what's happening here on the charts, T-Shroom, before we wrap up our SUI update. Like I said, the charts are showing us that it's time to cool off. What are we looking at here? Well, the RSI is 100% overbought. The MACD, I think we talked about this last time, is the highest on the daily chart that has ever been in its history. And it looks like, if you zoom in there, we're about to get a bearish cross, right? We're about to get a bearish MACD cross. That's never good. Even worse, you come over here and you look at Lux Algo. We've had the red reversals. We got the bearish momentum. But check out what the money flow is doing. This isn't necessarily over yet. Let's see how the daily candle closes. But to me, this very much looks like the end of the peak of the volume, and we're ready to curl back over and come back down to the downside. This is a very normal thing to happen when you're looking at a coin like this. The other thing I'll mention here, again, we talked about volume on today's show a good amount. Check out the volume and what it's looking like. We had a big peak in volume back here in November, early November. But guess what? As we're starting to keel over, we hit some major take profit levels. We're ready to cool off again. The volume is coming to the downside. Guess what happened before on SUI? Peak in volume, October rally, volume starts to keel off. We have ourselves a nice little SUI pullback of 30%. Same thing back in here, high volume on the spike, low volume. We have a nice little pullback on SUI. How far did this one pull back? Probably more, 30%. We're going to go with 30%. At some point, SUI needs to pull back 30%. Is it right now? In which case, it kind of takes this step before alt season. We could see SUI probably pull back somewhere in the world of 274. This is going to give us pretty similar levels to the daily smart trail at the moment. That's coming in here around 278, give or take. That would suffice the correction that SUI needs that's been consistent with this whole bull market. But that being said, this is a coin that can do a lot. So keep an eye on picking up a volume, picking momentum. Today's bearish, whereas the rest of the crypto space is mostly bullish. SUI is bearish. My best guess, if you're looking for your next addition into SUI, you're looking somewhere south of 280, 270 area. And that's going to be a very good buy spot for SUI. If that doesn't happen and we skyrocket, that 30% correction is going to come later. That's been the consistent pullback for SUI this entire bull market so far. So keep in mind, whenever we see corrections, you are going to want to buy more SUI when it pulls back 30% until the end of the bear market. That's your TA on SUI for today. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you bullish on SUI? Do you hold some SUI? What are you holding it till, and what are you taking profit on? Love to see that down below. Hey there, if you enjoyed this video, don't just smash the like and hit subscribe, but watch another one as well, like this one right here. And if you want to learn more about trading and investing and get more confident along the way, learning with an amazing community, you might want to click this link right there. So go ahead, click them.